Does it work? Oh, hold on. Webcam. Alright, does it work? Let us see. Come on. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, feed. Come on, I'm waiting. Does it work? Oh, hold on. Webcam. There we go. Alright, does it work? Doesn't seem to have any issues when it comes to... when it comes to, like, fucking... stuttering either. So we should be alright to go. Just need to open up the chat doc. Switch it to live chat instead of top chat. There we go. Hand over... Did I have to hand over the quest?
Welcome.
No, I don't. Seeker's Research. What was it again?
That's right.
25, right. Yeah, I do not have 25 yet. What? Why did I... Why was I... Did I even go there? Oh, I think it was literally just accepting the quest. Or... No idea. Going insane, probably. Anyways, leave.
You'll come again. Well,
Why did I come in here again? I don't remember.
all right then.
It does say rest up for tomorrow, so probably just wants me to sleep. Right, that's where we were at. Damn, go to actually, hold on.
Sure.
I want to say now.
Good night.
Yeah, also I started playing fucking Pathfinder Kingmaker, and I cannot find the fucking way to the Temple of the Elk. Like, am I just stupid? Is that what's going on? Am I just actually fucking retarded? Finding hard to sleep. As good a time as any for some reading, I guess.
Oh, good. You're still awake. What's the matter?
Can't sleep?
Can't sleep?
Well, that is rather the problem. I'm wide awake. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission.
Should probably have Yuna return any Magla keys we got on the Caradrius too, just to be safe. I'll give them to her later.
You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am. And you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it? The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war. How inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts, no matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless, just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form, it's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire. Or not. No, do forgive me. That was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely. But you should always have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs, no matter what happens.
You and I talked into the night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are bound. To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be disqualified. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctifex Forden! And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master Guido!
In the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normalcy.
Ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man.
Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition. The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna. Valiant human slayer. Yes, it's the young elder.
Right! Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top 20.
Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladel or something. No sign of him, probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
So it really was all talk then? A disgrace to the Rusum, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the name of Katharina. Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Verga Island!
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race.
Would honestly be funny if Milo just immediately dropped out because his ideology is actively just stupid.
And that's the bell! Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne! First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock!
God, I
You
hate...
are now officially the winners of the first round! Let's give them a hand!
You just mentioned the name of the tribe. The fucking glassy-eyed dudes. I hate the fucking fat one in the back. I fucking hate him. Get him away from me.
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is recovering and offering a divine relic!
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. You'll not want to forget this, so we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice. To tell us more, please welcome to the stage our guide, our songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject sanctism. They care nothing for... They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of sanctism, Altaberry Heights in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hands.
How the fuck does her hair stay like that?
May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the favor of God.
What a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Oh. Focus, Iceland, focus.
By the deadline of the second round, Altaberry will begin the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints' Day. This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection of the pagan relics. To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
We're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder. They would steal our very culture.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altaberry. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him.
Ah.
Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
Looks like our first job's come in. These men have me running all over. We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladell incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival. Good on ya!
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with a god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough.
Does it do anything about accidents?
You need only follow my orders. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Dracodios. The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saints' Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lance?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. Prove you think as well as you fight. May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
Oh, we're back at the end. So far, the only thing we know for sure is that it's called the Dracodius.
All right.
Guess we've got no choice but to go somewhere else and try to gather more information. Let's go. Oi there!
Well met, eh?
Well met, eh?
You are?
Why not, says it? That's a pagan crap, ain't it? Ask one of them, not a Kalamar like me, eh?
Then...
Seems like they might know more about it. I've had a crowd, and you can bet there's some story or two there. Now bugger off. I think they might avoid crowds of people if I'm not being honest. But maybe it's worth checking a tavern or something. I mean, a tavern like this. Alright, Mustari.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey, listen.
I love it.
What?
Informant here. Never around when you need them, are they? Was there actually like a... No, that's cistern. No, Mustari.
Hey, listen. Excuse me.
That's a Resant.
Hey, listen.
Like, I'm actually looking close because, like, who knows, maybe they take off their fucking helmets for goddamn supper.
Wonderful.
Anything over here? No.
Lovely.
Just can't stand it.
It's just an envious
What's it all
noble.
got to do with us anyway?
Say there.
Overall, nothing on this side.
Wonderful.
I hate you, 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 I hate you. Go fucking die in a ditch. Sorry. Just had to, you know.
What am I gonna do? Grand, innit?
And the starry down here. No, just a Resant.
Wonderful.
And the starry back here. No.
Hey!
Oh, so we actually have to look for info here. I won't be info if I go to
Alright then.
fucking, what's it called? Night Prowler. Yeah, apparently info is not a Night Prowler.
What am I gonna do? Eh?
What am I gonna do, eh?
Aha!
Ho 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 ho.
Oi!
Nothing here. Maybe I have to talk to him, sadly.
You're...
Okay, here again. This is a judge and attitude. We have to fight our rival. Who cares?
Wonderful.
So foolish, it
That elder.
arouses great
Got some nerve.
pity.
How dare you show your face in front of a believer? Had a sanctress executed simply to prove your status, didn't you? A moral blasphemous elder. Not just your filth. Like there have been pigs loitering around, spoiling these areas too. Tainted barbaric tribe should be punished by his eminence food and then by God.
Hey there!
Hey, did you hear what he said throughout all that crap though? There being pagans nearby. At least we got something out of his diatribe other than a headache. I wonder if one of them's still around. Let's search.
Lovely.
Now there's probably gonna be a fucking Mustari somewhere.
Say there.
Wonderful.
The question is just where the Mustari is.
Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition.
Well met, eh?
Oi there!
That's a Resant. Maybe now he's in a tavern.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey, listen. Excuse me.
Hey, I beg your pardon, but
Yes,
you
you
have
too.
business with me.
Better address me when I'm enjoying a meal. I'm a customer of this tavern. I've no obligation to respond to any unfamiliar fairies. If you want to know something, it's common sense to ask an employee first. Do you disagree? No, I don't. Well, then let's talk to the lady who owns the place, shall we? I do understand. Good day to you.
I'm just
Hey, listen.
incredulous.
Huh?
Can I help you? Some tells me you're not here to eat. I've heard of a Divine Lance. Divine Lance. Not sure if I'm the best person to ask about that sort of thing. No, wait, someone outside was rambling about that just a bit ago. With a large mask on. It's been starry. Seemed awfully bothered about it. He's bothered about the Lance. Sounds like you may know some. Any idea where he went? Well, they even mentioned something about taking a boat to the island. Must be headed towards the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar, wouldn't you say?
So
Might be able to catch him. Let's head to the Merchant's Bazaar.
Where to?
Merchant's Bazaar.
let's go.
Young man. Thank you kindly.
Just don't need to feel down though. Oh. Good thing I fucking came here. Yeah, ex-candidate Godard. I've seen you made that exhibition. You satisfied yourselves? Allowing a sanctress to be executed just to make yourself stand out is exactly the sort of selfish nonsense that a delinquent like you would think of. Who are you again?
What?
You've forgotten me. I'm Godard, champion of the Rogue Tribe. No, it's unfortunate I couldn't participate in the exhibition, but still I'm a candidate prepared to do what it takes to win. Damn it, if only I participated in the exhibition right now, I'd be.
Wonder if I could have been one of
Who's sorry? Saw the village chief a moment ago. I'd heard he was participating in the tournament, but appeared genuinely upset. I don't know if everything's alright.
Did you hear?
Got something about that, lads. Keep searching Merchant's Bazaar. Continue searching here, then. Nothing here.
Wonder if I could have been one of Lewis's.
Wonderful.
Oh, that's the militant. I guess I should specify the militant that isn't Luis. Nah.
But that. Now what am I to do?
Nothing. You there?
Well
Whoa.
met, eh?
Check
Hey,
this
that was
out.
sorry over there.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him. And damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
Cross the line.
They've really crossed the line.
Wait. You're not with the Sanctus Church. One of the few who aren't, it seems.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Draco Dios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the dragon god sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Verga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
Never take by
We
force.
don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word. It's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Well, sounds like Dracodios is on Verga Island somewhere. Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's ballywell conquer this inland sea ourselves! Ha ha ha! Don't worry, chums! I'm on the job!
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladell mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his runner all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmyland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot? You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right! Eurus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather, we're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Nothing like a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
They still suspect
They
us.
probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladel incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
Reminds me, we still need to make that one food for that quest.
All right then.
What was it again?
Let's go.
All the wrong buttons. All the wrong buttons. God fucking damn it. It was with milk as well as... I think it was Coney Stew. Nah, benevolent bread. That's what it was. Need to make benevolent bread for that dish. Right. I'm not doing that one yet. We're ready to go, nurse. I'm good. I just got a hold of a chart with the route. We're all set for a trip to Virga Island. Now then, let us set sail for new islands.
Virga Island is this spot right here. Wonder.
It's got heat. Probably gonna stop like
hold on.
here. Like serious
This
stuff.
Oh.
Seems like an odd route to get to Virga Island. Can't just go straight. This region's currents are right pain, Miguel. We must go around and cross them lest they carry us off course. By my reckoning, it'll take us 4 days and 3 nights, give or take. 3 nights at sea, huh? Hope Stroll can handle it. You and her two thorns in our side. Tensions may be high. Well, nothing to do but move forward. Jolly good. Rest assured, I'll get us through these waves to Virga Island gently as can be. Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Tis actually moving. A fine effort.
Oh, by the way, I do feel the need to talk about something real quick. One thing that really, really upsets me about Pathfinder and Pathfinder Kingmaker. For some reason, Monk is lawful alignment locked. Like, if you want to go Monk, you have to be lawful. Be it lawful good, lawful neutral, or lawful evil. Which, fuck that. Especially since I feel like it would make far more sense for Monk to just be all the goods rather than all the lawfuls.
Was it ever in doubt? You're the master at the helm, my dear.
Virga Island, eh? Well, I can say it's wholly foreign to me.
Tis a land within an archipelago where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden of some kind.
How have they managed to avoid the church's influence? I doubt they've the manpower or arms to fend off the crown theocracy.
There's something there that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers seeing it. So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a conspiracy theory.
As for this dragon god's lance, we shall need to negotiate.
If negotiations are even on the table.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill him and take it.
Nothing else works, yeah. Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you, do I?
Yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre. Simple, was it?
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Oh boy, he's one of those.
Hard to talk strategy with those two hanging around.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your ears on this! The elder boy candidate seems to have crossed the channel to the island! On a gauntlet runner too!
Is he alright? They say the waters are clear amongst us now.
If he made it, that means my husband can go out fishing again, doesn't it?
I have to say, I expected at least one daredevil to try ploughing straight through the inner sea, but I never thought it'd be that boy.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from Martira, isn't it? He's not bad.
But Verga Island's infamous people. Treacherous! Even the Crown Theocracy struggled with them for years. So how will this shake out? The festivities have just begun.
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water in its new form, setting out to the wide open sea. Their destination, Verga Island, an enigmatic foreign land that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach. Not all present now would count themselves as allies. Will this prove difficult, or something else entirely?
Nura speaking.
Come in. There's always that going out of the runner phone. Ismail's got his fishing gear laid out on deck. If you're keen on learning, ask him. Can't promise I'll stop if you slip overboard though, so be careful. Let's first check the pantry.
What's this?
Mellow milk and fragrant spice. That's not the kitchen. That's the kitchen. More than usual. Essential recipes. Sweeter than poison recipe. Cursed love balance recipe. Secretest of secret recipe. Teaches the culinary specialty. What the fuck are those anyways? Fully restore. I need more rock beans. Nice benevolent bread. So sweet, soft, it soothes the soul. A singular one of those.
All right.
Now then.
I told you meat to cook with dough today. Okay, so we're right to summon me. Dough is the most delicate ingredient, and those who lack experience often go afoul of it. Here you are, but you are in luck today, lad. For I was raised on the grain belt, and our dough shall rise to my standards. Well, eyes may lead me in kneading the flour into dough. We do not demonstrate the proper technique. Like this, that, ha! Why do you idle? Come, show me your conviction. Ha ha!
Don't lose focus.
There is no time to rest. Should we err in either time or heat, all our efforts thus far will be for naught. I met the fluffiest bread I've ever seen.
In days gone by,
I present you with a taste of my homeland with this benevolent bread. Prepare yourself, you are not ready. Thanks to speed cooking, I cook without time passing. Got two even. That's it. So what to do? Right. Fish. I assume the fishing gear's up there. That's where the tent is. No mind. I took the wrong left. However, at the same time, I took the right left. Sweet breeze is perfect until you smell the fish. There you have. Getting ready to make landfall, actually. I'm quite ready to make landfall, actually.
Speaking of,
That's so many of man's put together. Full of weird things. What I've never seen before. Spends his off hours working on the runner too, does he? Where's the boy? Boy's dead.
Oh, jeez.
Fishing gear. That's
Understood.
fish. I need to get him. He was a few steps off to the side. Tail bait. Give it a whack.
True. The fight is on.
Ah, bad and the strong one, but I'm stronger. Oh, look at this. Oh, thanks to you, of course. Lord of the Lake 2! I can make the food that just maxes out at B. That's what makes fishing such a lovely pastime. The results hardly matter. In fact, don't bother asking how many I've caught. As much as I hate to say it, I think it's about time we call it a day.
As the sun dips below the horizon and the stars begin to reflect off the water's surface, the gauntlet runner reaches the shore. Lurking below the surface, in the black and fathomless deep, are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside their gauntlet runner, relaxes from the burdens of their voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
Shoal camp. We'll arrive 3 days from now. We're being watched, so be careful what you say. There's just laying there.
Got it.
You think I'm gonna take my eyes off you just because it's past sundown? Think again. I'll try some. Go ahead. See what happens. God, please won't be asking me to justify myself. We clear? Alright, I was half thinking this dingy little gauntlet runner was gonna sink any second. I did a decent job running today. Out of all the candidates runners, this one's pretty fast what it is, yeah? I'll let set one foot under that lady Una being here. Anyways, where's the bath? First off, Luma B. Where's the bath? Where'd that? Do I actually have any bath salts? I should have bath salts. Hell's boiling bath bomb. That doesn't look good. It's so hot my skin stings. I can't stop sweating through each and every one of my pores. As impurities drain from my body, so too do my heart's anxieties. Protagonist endurance increased by 2. Obtained mag from the bath. How that gives mag, I will never know.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, goodness.
This is my worst enemy. I don't mind the ocean, but being at sea makes my hair 10 times harder to manage.
Sure.
Exactly what you mean. The salty air makes it so much worse. Hey, Holmberg, what do you do with your hair, it says?
Yes.
Find that sweat builds up by swinging a weapon quickly. It relieves one of concern over such trifling matters. Speaking of, would you care to spar, Yuna? No, I don't think so. Quite the wrong person for that, in fact. But tell you what, if I find anyone to help comb out these knots, I'll see if I can find you a sparring partner. Idols Day. Shitting. Oh yeah, I do have a new book. Top secret poetry, do not read. This one. Started reading it. That gives wisdom. Oh no. My stats looking like again. Actually, the top secret poetry might give eloquence. Bold block letters span the cover, do not read. Some tells me this is Yuna's creative journal. I haven't read it yet. Probably something Yuna wrote herself. It says not to read it, but doesn't that just make you want to look inside more? I may gain more courage. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. That's courage. Okay. I'm actually gonna cook, so. That! Hi. Pretty good kitchen here. Not as nice as Luis's, but I'm sure I could still get a halfway decent meal going. What to make? Steadfast? Nah. Precision fermented ribs? Nah. Invincible noodles? Nah. I can only make one of those. I can only make one of those. Honestly, making coney stew might be good, even if I can only make one of them. Maybe I'll get 2 after all. Orange Meg, what here? Go get him.
Hey!
Me with a bit of chew can be nice, but I prefer braised, low and slow. When it melts, the moment it hits your tongue, truly exceptional. Though that method does take forever.
Even so.
Still, time should not deter you from test. And once you test it, you'll want to keep doing it. I mean, that conversation immediately fucking makes it sound like the speed cooking should not help here. I began preparing the food with straw. Season it well, then cook it till it starts to brown.
Got it?
Anyways. It already looks good enough to eat, but we must endure.
Got it.
What's left is to let it soak in its flavor. We must control the heat carefully now to keep our eyes on the prize. The aroma is surely whetting your appetite. Don't give in. Juice is precious, and not a single drop can be wasted. Amazing, the dish stroll I made is dripping with flavor and depth. It's coney stew. Nicely done, if I say so myself. You're around for first taste, I say. None of the cooking steps here had anything to do with the stew. This motherfucker did not have stew going. Wait.
What's this?
More mellow milk and fragrant spice. And then I guess I'll go fishing again. Always good to have MP restoratives. Can't fucking buy them. No one out here today. Hey, Neras. Is fishing gear? Yes, yes it is.
Understood.
The truth is...
Indeed, I thought I'd do some fishing, but I don't have any good bait. Do you have anything about work? What do you mean bait? I do not have bait. I guess I cannot crown myself the master baiter. Ha 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 ha. I'm so funny, aren't I? Anyways. I guess I'll read fucking... Actually, no, I feel like wisdom is gonna have a harder time being raised. Like, you had courage with every fucking bounty, so...
What's that?
Simple magical living. What's he getting at? Anyway, the first chapter is called Thinking About the Fuel and the Magical Future. I think it's good that the world is still primitive, foolishly relying on wood and fire to warm and feed its people.
Let's see.
This wood we burn makes smoke, and the smoke pollutes the atmosphere and destroys life beyond our cities. Combustible fuels must be prohibited by law. And the void left there is where magic comes in, it says. In other words, he wants to do everything with magic instead of fire. What do you think? It won't work for everyone. Might work for some, but certainly not everyone.
Right?
Agree. So if you can afford igniters, banning non-magical fires would pose a lot of immediate logistical problems. Like and I were on the same page. I feel like I've gained some wisdom.
All right.
Well...
People's life in the present are important, but so is the future. I think we should treat both with the respect they deserve. There's still more left to read in the book.
Come look at this.
Oh, you lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside amid the breaks.
The gauntlet runner halts at a sandy hollow that suddenly arises from the sea. The towering seawall. It is not an island or a reef, but a mass of sand expanding below sea level. There is no sign of a water flow. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail, but here it is especially evident. The surface drops as though it were gouged out. Still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep, and tales of people being dragged below are not uncommon.
Incredible!
Oh, she's been split in two. We're standing on a sea floor. This is what magna anomalies are capable of. It's the same principle that maintains the water sphere in Brylehaven, but by Jove, this is on a whole other level entirely.
Boy.
The hell? Are you sure about this? It's already about to come down on this, is it? You want to go back to the runner?
Hey.
I'd better return to the runner.
Nope.
No, I'm fine, really. Someone's got to keep an eye on you lot, after all. Look, there's fish swimming in the wall of water. Never seen such shiny fish.
Huh?
Hulkberg, what are you doing?
Enough.
You're not thinking of spearfishing through the sea wall, are you? I was nearly considering how I would secure today's allotment of rations. She'd eat these weird-looking fish without a second thought. I suspect that weird luminescence is a defense mechanism. They gathered together in the depths and shine to ward off predators. So weaklings that they are. They travel together in a group. Who does that remind you of? Might just sling barbs at every opportunity? It's exhausting. Besides, it's only natural for those lower on the food chain to seek advantages that compensate you for weaknesses.
Huh?
Say, those shining scales would work as decent dyes. Hugbird, my girl, be sure to catch some extra. I'll need a few specimens to dissect.
That is well.
As you wish, I shall catch enough that we shall all dine as well. I'd rather you didn't. The supplies we receive in town more than meet our needs. Besides, this guy looks ominous. Storm is likely approaching.
I see.
Say, if that's consensus, then let us head back. Feel not the least bit of regret, I assure you.
Let's go.
He's got a point. The seawall might even collapse in the rain. I'd rather not stay to find out. Broaden my wisdom.
Right. Here.
And here you go, lad. Drawing at the seawall. I made sure that the glowing fish were depicted as true to life as my hand allows. Decided to keep it as a souvenir of our journey.
As the water sparkling in the setting sun begins to lose the light shimmer, the gauntlet runner reaches the calm surface of the reef. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder.
What terrible rain. Twill be a storm soon enough. Can this vessel withstand it?
It's doing better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster. Closure, etc.
Did we hit a rock out there or something? Back in a mo. I'll go sneak a look outside.
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest. Bloody Parapus. Almost makes one envy them.
Right, I heard. You aren't too fond of the Parapus. They both had horrible upbringings, those two. But they really do have kind hearts behind the glares. They've risked their lives for mine countless times. One time, I asked what I could do to repay them, and they came over all red-faced. We'd like to hear you sing, Lady Juna. Your voice is awful pretty, Lady Juna.
Is this a joke to you? You think an outcast Chief is in no position to speak ill of the Paripus?
What? No, I didn't.
Bloody hell, how does anyone sleep on this old bucket? You feel that shaking earlier? Huh? Could cut the air in here with a knife. What were you two on about?
Just sharing. Tomorrow's supper.
About tomorrow's supper. You're a terrible liar, you know that.
We don't have to keep dancing around it, do we, Del? Why can't we be straight with him? Just come out with it, yeah? Tell him you still ain't sure that stuff with Glodell was on the level.
If even we're suspicious, there's no way Lord Luis hasn't worked it out already. Not that it matters to me, anyway. Still, I had to make sure, see for myself whether Lady Juna is on our side or not.
Come on, you two.
Oh, that's not good.
Something's out there!
Yeah, so much for the sea monster being dead.
Look outside! It's a monster! A great briny beast! Everyone to the deck, quick!
What's happening?
Our prep.
Head to the deck once you're prepared. Oh, Stroll's fucking dead! Oh my god! I think he had his head! I think the shaky made him hit his head! He's fucking out cold! Oh no, never mind, his eyes are open, he's dead. Anyways.
Hurry!
Equipment. Stroll is currently not in the party. So we have a assassin, a general, a masked dancer, a wizard, and I have a broken toenail now because I did something. Take care of that after the stream. Anyways. Quite frankly, honest to God, should probably not have Yuna in this fight, but I do want her to level up, so I will just keep her. Anyways, suppose I'll sieve.
What now?
Wrong button. Oh no.
What is that thing?
The hell are you doing? This supposed to be you helping those in need, or help?
Now! Hurry!
You alright, still? You realize this changes nothing. We're still...
Is that a human?
Oh, hi.
Don't charge straight at it. We've got the arms. We'll clear him out of the way.
Got it. If we don't kill the thing, we're all sunk.
Don't get used to it.
Yeah! Come on over there!
Now's our chance!
Cool.
We'll
Its
slice
head
up
is
some
a
more of the
fucking
bastard's legs, stick to the body, and take out what limbs you can. I don't know about you, but I'm not dying today. Let's get this over with.
If this keeps up, the runner's wrecked! Can we get those giant legs off us?
Okay.
Now accept your fate.
Damn it. I've also started playing fucking... Nocturne and... By God. Raccoon just being all target. It's fucking busted.
Here, I'm obliged.
That helps.
My thanks.
Sable dance,
This'll be over
dance
soon. No one
macabre.
here fights alone.
Sable dance. Ice blue dance.
I think not. Watch me!
Vitalja.
This might be too much. Please, after you.
She doesn't really have anything useful to do right now. Start a shot formation.
Quite a move. Let us clean up all power of
They're at the
kings.
second Bakunda. Rent for breath. Fucking excuse me, what was that?
If we can take out some legs, that'll be less tax to deal with, right?
Yeah, sure.
Let's set it up. Not this. By this power.
don't need another group strength. I will use a condo.
Roar! You hit their weakness.
Nice.
Don't understand. That's just what I Captain.
We do know the.
No need to rush this.
Effective,
This might be a good
yeah,
strategy.
I should have just attacked. That just lets the fucking Western icon and nothing else. Formation of Vigor.
Break the formation.
Now we strike. I must assassinate.
Using that. Suppose I will just use another Rakunda.
No, face me. How about this?
I'll get some discs. Let's go.
Bandera.
This'll personal space. Watch me. Let's not.
Do I have any items to use here? Thunderstorm. Do you have one for hitting everyone? Sadly, no. Leg.
This should be good. You hit their weakness. Don't let up now, Juna.
I see your game.
What?
You missed. Jackass.
We stand together for all that we strive for. Oh,
Does
shards
do
of ice.
Frigid Fortress tactic. Actually, that was probably a terrible idea.
You think yourself equal to a UG?
Oh, never mind. Like,
Mustn't set assassin.
cause that much issues.
Rancor.
I will wizard. Maybe not.
Okay,
Let's work together.
Blizzardon, Candion.
Give it all you've got.
Roar!
You hit their weakness. I'll give you the
Like-
performance. Show you. A bit much. Let's do this together. I call upon a royal soul.
Yeah, just use Cyclone.
With
Sound
blade
says
in
it
hand.
all. Let's use Frigid Fortress
Freeze.
tactic again. Am I overleveled? Most likely. Actually, most definitely, 100%. There is no fucking doubt that I'm overleveled. Sabara Sucker.
Not bad.
I am completely fine not accepting that item.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Got a level up here. What is your endurance, I guess? I do plenty damage.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
Even I had more to learn.
Power can be so intoxicating.
Okay, calm down there. You sound a bit worrisome, you know.
We overcame it somehow.
I can't believe this. There are still monsters out here. Forden lied. He lied to everybody.
Either he lied, or he didn't know. Maybe the humans are spreading faster than anyone expected.
Oh, first time we've seen you lot really cut loose. That sure was magic, even with no igniters. Guess that's the kind of power that kills humans. And you can do it too, Lady Juna.
Well, I picked it up from him. You know I've a knack for improvising, love. But we'd never have gotten through this without you two helping us. Thank you.
Of course, my lady.
You too, Fidelio.
Don't mention it. Wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Wait, something's amiss. I still hear water flowing, but it's coming from inside the runner.
Hey, Neurus, I see you off screen there.
Blast! We're dipping awfully low. Getting a bit soggy in here, chums.
Hold on, we're sinking. You've got to be kidding.
Bail the water. You two, help us.
What? You can't just order us. Oh, this bloody rust bucket.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Flamesday. Didn't even get to rest at night. You know what? I'll be right back in a bit. Like, this is actually starting to get really annoying now. 1 second. 1 second. Not like anyone's here to watch anyways. There are literally no viewers, but 1 second anyway. I return. Ow. Very happy that we survived and all. Still floating. Afloat. But after bailing all that water out, it would seem that my poor back was a casualty of the incident. You really came through in a pinch, I must say. It's all thanks to you, that my dear girl. This one's safe. You must repay those old bones of yours for their sterling service.
You're right.
Too true. Maybe a day off would get those brothers to lighten up a bit too. How about it, darlings? Let's take a day to just relax and watch the ocean.
Come on.
First off, pantry.
What's this? All right then.
Where the fuck is everybody? One's up here. Oh, they're all down there.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
Hey, I fucking see you over there! Get back, you massive piece of experience! Find ways to go on an incredible sight.
Your thoughts?
Let's see you well. Will you come and enjoy the view as well? Breeze most pleasant here. Good chance to have a genuine conversation with her. Yeah, sure.
Indeed.
Quite right. Come over here then. The seas are now so peaceful. Anyone recounting the previous night's events risks being labelled a liar. These conditions, we should arrive in Verga Island tomorrow. Our sailing vessel has held up quite admirably. Considering the haste with which it was constructed, one can no longer cast aspirations near us or his talents.
That reminds me.
The calm sea have even allowed Stroll to regain a sliver of composure. He's just chanting, "I'm going to be sick." His consternation was most bewildering. He's feeling unwell.
Hold on.
Being on the sea makes him feel unwell. Stroll said as much yet. Tis simply the natural sway of the seas. I find it quite odd that anyone would be felt by something so mundane. The first voyage at sea was also characterized by a clash with a temperamental storm. Waves forced the ship onto its side, and the walls and floor straightened their rolls most suddenly. The storm howled through the rooms, and it was forced onto the deck with a great tumult. Consequently, I simply tied myself to the ship so that I could not be forced off. Read a book until the sea calmed itself. This trip bears a little resemblance to my prior voyage. I was openly mocked when I stated I was searching for His Highness. Particularly a rude cur yelped, "Do you think that corpse took the royal yacht across the sea?" Of course I received naught in terms of assistance. Time passed, indifferent to my concerns, or even my perceptions. Maybe the princess truly died, and the fault lies with me for failing to repel such an attack. Such thoughts became my constant companions during that time. Searching for His Highness was my stated goal, but thinking of it now, perhaps I was simply looking for an appropriate place to die. You have allies now?
It'll be fine.
You no longer need to feel that way. You have plenty of allies beside you. You have such thoughtful words with effortless haste. Hope is with me now, alongside a multitude of comrades who will fight beside me for His Highness's sake.
Sorry.
Apologies. I should not be so free with my thoughts, especially with the brothers Magnus amongst our ranks. That's alright. You're going to relax for now. Things should be fine.
Well,
perhaps Dad will face anything as rousing as previous night's battle anyway.
take this.
Oh yes, I have something I wanted to give you. Temper your expectations, it's but a trinket. Some time ago I passed through Port Town and received this from a fortune teller. It's supposedly wards off the sea's myriad dangers. Pure superstition, assuredly. However, after receiving it, I was stricken with fever and bedridden. Some days later, I learned that the ship I was to originally board was lost at sea. So perhaps there's some truth to its abilities. Which is why I now pass it on to you.
Now then.
The sun will soon retire. The inhabitant mirror spoke should be available to us soon. So what the fuck does that narwhal horn do?
As the clear surface gives way to the glassy ink of darkness,
Reaches
the
Remote
party
Islands,
gets a
rest
good
parts
night's
of good rest, grateful for the
grateful
still
for the
land that
still
does not sway
land
them other
that does-
winds. Islet camp.
What to pick?
3-meter moth. Beating Virgo on it tomorrow, eh? If they want to be useful to Count Louise, then you better put in the work. And remember, who are you watching?
It's time.
No. No. All the wrong buttons,
Why
constantly,
not?
at all times. Never ending. Narwhal horn. Honestly, yeah.
It's time.
No, it's not time. Imagination. How high is my imagination? I think. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll talk to you now.
Oh my.
Oh, if it doesn't well. So bored and not just in the mood to sing. Sure, it would be nice to have someone to talk to. Continue reading probably after the stream. When because I do hope that I can get to a point where I can get bounties and then just go do those bounties. What the fuck is that cube? So now I have to find the Bastarian tribe's divine relic. Isn't that fabulous? Finding an upside man would be an understatement. But I must admit, if we can't handle this, then Louise will never acknowledge us. Absolutely must succeed. I can do it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, with us we can do it.
But
Of course, but don't forget, we're also relying on you to lead. You better do right by us. I'm just happy to have this opportunity to fight alongside you. Living under Louise's foot was a lonely place to be, you know. I've held my ground thus far, though if I'm honest, I was scared the whole time. I had to talk myself into keeping a stiff upper lip, so to say. And being past that, I feel more hope than I ever have. I'm not alone anymore, and I have faith that we'll save the prince.
All right.
That was a lot of imagination. Staying up late is terrible for your skin, but seeing as we're already at it, why don't we chat a little bit longer? You and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Luis has sent an emissary to Verga Island.
As reported by a crier. It's the elder boy who brought Joanna to the judging.
So he stands with Luis then. No doubt he seeks Dracodius.
A gambit to steal the public's gaze, perhaps. Taking a prize from the only land beyond the church's reach. Laughable.
The reason we leave those barbarians alone is that we've nothing to gain from them. Your Eminence?
Merely a passing thought.
Let him chase
He's
the
panicking.
lights. It changes nothing. With the dawn of Saints' Day, your Eminence's authority will be unshakable as the mountains.
As long as we tell the public that these divine relics truly originated in Sanctism, yes, that should do. The candidates gathered at the Saints' Day Festival will be under the protection of the King's magic. Some of them may use that as a shield to sow violence and discord.
I am aware, Your Eminence. Please, leave everything to your humble servant.
Oh-ho!
So our sojourn at sea will come to an end today. We should arrive around noontime, but we must make preparations to berth beforehand. Seems like the weather will be hot and humid. I'd like to hope we could just pop in, grab the lance, and pop right back out. I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish the same, but we'd best prepare for a long stay. This island is infinitely insular and closed off. Our welcome will not be a warm one.
Then...
Maybe I should take a nice cold shower before we arrive. I don't even know if there'll be real inns there for us to stay in.
Narrowly escaping the threat of the sea monster, the party rides the currents of the inland sea to their destination, Verga Island. Verga is a word given to the island by the mainland, meaning uncivilized. But its inhabitants give this name no purchase. Put another way, we are trespassers from a country that has unilaterally regarded the islanders as heretics. To forget this is to invite pointless conflict. As though it knows it is unwelcome, the Gauntlet Runner glides silently onto the island's less populated rear shore.
I can't take this heat. It's enough to cook a man alive.
All my ear fur is stuck together.
Do we really have to go this way? There was a beautiful beach just over there.
Chin up now, milady. Easy to get a good backstab when you're coming up behind him, see?
There will be no stabbing, back or otherwise.
Honestly. It's at least true that coming at them head-on would only alarm them. First, we need to find out where this lance is.
You can bet the runner won't be spotted here, eh? Got the wide ocean on all sides. The old girl's not exactly unscathed from the beastie's clutches, so I'll stay back for a spot of repairs. Good luck on the lance hunt, what?
Who's there? Are you from the outside?
What's wrong?
I heard a voice.
I thought I heard a voice.
A voice? Whose?
All that salt air gets your head. Our chances out here already aren't looking too good.
So, how do we find this lance?
Ideally, we blend in with the locals, gather information. But if they really are all Mustari, that might be a bit tricky. Let's see. To start with, we could try staying hidden and observing the village from afar.
Sounds like a right hassle. How many days would you have us playing hide and seek?
Fair point. How long can we actually stay on this island?
Well, given the deadline for arriving in Altabury, it would be best to get the lance and leave by September the 5th.
The sooner we're out of here, the better. Let's go.
But anyone that doesn't have, like, physical racial traits outside of their head
Does this place look familiar to you?
can just put on a helmet.
We may be a bit lost.
You're kidding! We can't afford to get lost on some godforsaken island! This is a disaster! Oh, I'm sweating through my outfit! And these weird bugs. I've had enough!
What I give for a snack and a cold tub to dunk me head in.
I got bread. You can only eat one, though.
Need you voice every little complaint? You are not the only ones enduring this trek.
Quiet a moment. Running water nearby. Sounds like an open space. Could be a natural spring of some kind.
What? Really? Let's head that way.
Phew. I suppose we might as well if we're lost.
Whoa!
Naked bathing chick.
It's drinkable. Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
Oh, brilliant. I could use a dip to get the salt
Hold
off me.
on.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Then surely you must be a messenger of the dragon god.
Is something amiss?
I'm imagining things.
Oh, hi. I was right on the bathing chick part, but not the nudie part.
You must be the...
Priestess!
Hi.
Hey, Del, let's go.
Mainlanders, you're not of this island!
Wait, listen!
Seize them!
And we're fucked.
Behave yourselves. Now, you're a candidate for the throne, are you not? Here to steal Dracodias, no doubt. And not content with that, you befouled the priestess's cleansing pool. We need hear nothing further. You shall all be executed.
Fastest trial I've had.
Calm down. First off, you can't kill a candidate. Have you not heard of the king's magic?
You beg for your life in vain, wretch.
Hail, I'm told the priestess is ready.
Accept your fate. You're not getting out either way.
What do we do now?
Just transform once, that'll rip the ropes.
It seems the brothers have fled. Perhaps they've gone to report to Neurus.
I doubt it. Those thugs are here for the lance alone. They care nothing for us.
He says as they come in from the side. Oh, really?
We can work with that. Can't return without the lance anyway. But I'd rather see if we can break ourselves out instead of counting on them to save us.
By the way, anyone else find it strange that they recognized a candidate at a glance? I wasn't expecting news to travel this far.
Probably my fault, I'm afraid. They had a lot of questions, and they weren't gentle about asking.
Is it my man? It's my man!
Fancy meeting you here.
Batlin, how you doing? What'd you do this time?
What did you do this time?
Oh, you wound me, sir. I was hoping the word of the Crown Theocracy might be worth something here. Turns out, they prefer chains to questions.
But why are you here?
Why else? I heard some helpless, boneheaded twit of a candidate crossed the waters of Verga Island, so I naturally had to follow. I'd thought stowing away on that Mastari candidate ship might get me safely on the island, and, well...
Well, you're here, you're alive, you did safely get here. If you'll safely get off of here is a completely different question.
And now who's the helpless twit? This is ridiculous. Why would a crier go to such lengths anyway?
Seemed as good an opportunity as any. I wanted a peek behind the Sanctus curtain, see what the truth really is. For now, we may as well be patient. You'll have your opening soon enough. The people here, well, you'll find they aren't as monolithic as they'd like.
Have you heard? The Sanctus Church has ordered its adherents to seize all divine relics.
Those zealots go too far. Surely this must be the reason for the dragon god's wrath.
Rolf.
Don't be alarmed, everyone. Please remain calm.
Master Adeni.
There are trespassers upon our island, from ships other than the trade vessels. But we have already captured them. Reportedly, one is a candidate, and one is a crier from the Sanctus Church. They seek Dracodios, the lance of the dragon god. Until now, the church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland. We can only assume they are making their move.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable. No offense is beneath them.
I do like that the old man specifically has tailored his mask so he can have his fucking hunchback and still look forward.
That damned Borden. He's not just after our relics. He would silence us forever.
Master Adeni, put them to death! Let us see justice served!
Wait! Our captives have done nothing to hurt any of the islanders.
Why do you hesitate? If they would pervert our dearest beliefs, then they deserve only to be sacrificed. Our livestock are all maddened by disease, our seas are infested with grotesque horrors, and now even our fields lie dead and fallow. The dragon god must be appeased, else we shall never survive his wrath. It has been our way since time immemorial. When disaster strikes, we offer a sacrifice to the dragon god that he might ease our woes. It is the most basic of our teachings.
Everyone calm down. All this talk of justice, of sacrifice.
Master Adeni, would you see us repeat the tragedy of the past? With all respect, you abandoned your chase for the throne. You returned to your rightful home. Surely you have accepted that our traditions are the only way. Because of your indecision, because you faulted in your faith to the dragon god, your father and mother both.
I will have silence.
Master Adeni, please. The sacrifice. We cannot simply suffer in silence.
My brother, do not fear. I have just purified myself for the spring. I'm ready to serve as our people's sacrifice.
Yufa.
I am a priestess. I have known from birth that my life's greatest impact would be as an offering to the dragon god. Indeed, it brings me great pride. I can serve my village in a way the priestesses in times of peace could not. If our island might be saved, I will gladly give my life for it.
Oh, bless you, Priestess Yufa. We will not forget your sacrifice.
This will surely appease the dragon god. You are our last hope.
Priestess Yufa, our salvation, our future.
Prepare the ship. I will accompany her to the altar in the Dragon Temple, where Dracodios rests.
You catch that? The Dragon Temple. Sounds like that's where we'll find our lance.
I did a bit of reading on Verga Island once. Army reports say it's surrounded by an archipelago, otherwise uninhabited. And one of them islands is nothing but a massive temple.
Not another soul on them. Strange lot, these pagans. Gotta be bloody stupid to build your big important temple out where nobody can get to it.
Could be. Or maybe they weren't the ones who built it. Either way, we'll need a ship.
Sounds like we better hurry and bail our new crewmates out. All this stink in the square probably means less guards on duty.
Ugh.
Come on, Del, we can't leave him high and dry. The fair lady Juna likes him, don't she?
And the fair lady's the only one we have to rescue.
Awful cold, Del.
Not getting attached now, are you? You knew going in they might be our traitors. Look, you want to work together, then let me do the thinking, right? I've got all this under control. Oh.
Hey, Del, you're not still hurting from the sea battle, are you?
I'm fine. We'll wait till nightfall. Shadowy business, all this. Lady Juna. Let's get those bindings off. Easy does it now. Calm down, you amateurs.
Thanks. I'd hoped you'd come back for us.
We know where the lance is. Let's move.
Wait, aren't you going to untie the others?
We're your bodyguards, not theirs.
What? Since when do you follow orders to the letter?
I've already told you we can't trust these people, and now it's clear we can't even trust them to protect you.
He did a fine enough job saving your life out at sea.
Del!
He's one of us now. Lord Luis gave him direct personal orders, and you'd still leave him to die. I promised Lord Luis I'd keep an eye on him too. If you get him killed, I'm the one who's failed.
Hear, hear. 3 appropriately stealthy cheers for cooperation. And I'd be very much obliged if some generous spirit could get me untied too.
Ugh. Better to let a church leech rot. You're annoying, and you talk too much.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Funny thing though, I get more chatty the more distress I'm in, and I'm quite beside myself here.
We could just shut him up permanently.
No, Del. We don't want to leave a mess. If things get dicey, we've got some meat shields at the least, eh? Gonna need all the manpower we can get if we want that lance.
Is the lance somewhere dangerous?
Well, about that. Turns out this dragon god might be a bit more real than we thought. And more bent out of shape.
They're sacrificing some village lass to it, and the crowd was scared stiff besides. We can't rule out that this dragon's more than a folktale.
So we're to face a dragon? Well, that's just lovely. Untie everyone this instant. Or do you fancy better chances with fewer swords?
Oh, fine, I get it. Just give me a second. Oi, kid. Don't make me regret this.
You make such a great team.
Nice to be back on the team.
You're completely mental, you know that. Just don't drag us down. Fine, just get over here and I'll let you loose. You're going last.
Battlin's great. Battlin's fucking amazing. Love him.
Considering the size of the island, there's only the one settlement. The chief's young, too, goes by Edeni or something.
Edeni? Was he not the Mustari candidate we met before? I'd no idea he was this island's ruler.
He and the sacrificial maiden are headed for the temple on one of the deserted islands. That's where we find the lance. Oh, and the girl marked for death is his sister.
His own sister?
Something about appeasing the dragon god's anger. All these islanders worship it, and they say the calamities come from its fury.
Is that true?
Course not. Just don't know whether all this superstition is rooted around an actual dragon or a made-up one.
Fair point. I'm curious about this Draco Dios being a divine relic myself. If it was found in that temple, then the temple's probably an ancient ruin. Might be the perfect den for a dragon.
Should this creature exist, mortal sacrifice is beyond all reason. No torment is worth taking an innocent life for.
Oh, that's rich from a fallen knight. You think nobody makes sacrifices out there in the real world? Or is all that below you, eh? You ask me, I say at least these people are doing what needs to be done.
Huh, fair enough. Though it would seem beyond the pale, it is not our scale of morality that measures them.
Yet I refuse to stand idly by while innocent lives are at stake.
Who cares about what they do with their lives? We're here for the lance. Got enough problems without you trying to fix theirs.
These people offer up their very lives for peace. They'd only ever told me these lands were wild and uncivilized, but it's like seeing sanctism reflected in a mirror.
We'll get the spear, of course, but we won't let anyone die. That should be good enough. We've been saying it since the beginning. We help anyone in need, no exceptions. Right, my friend?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
That settles it.
Indeed. 'Tis the path we've chosen. Let us withdraw to the Sea Runner first. It shall bear us across the waters to this temple island.
Go on. Give them a chance.
More good stuff.
Please, help my sister.
Wait, he's...
Please help my sister Yufa. The temple full of Makla.
Pull yourself together, man. He's barely breathing.
Did he just say Magla? I wonder what happened.
We need to get him to the Gauntlet Runner. No, it is too deep a wound for its capabilities. To the village, then.
What, are you mad? You just broke yourselves out of that damned place.
We cannot leave him to die.
I don't understand you lot.
No, this could work out for us. He's the island's chief, right? If we save his life, the whole village might come around on us.
What are you talking about? We already know where the lance is. All we have to do now is take it.
And how about this? I'll follow him because I'm assigned to keep an eye on him. And you have to keep an eye on me because you're my bodyguards, right?
Fine. Be my guest. But if it comes down to you or the lance, you know I'll have to take the lance. Whatever happens, I can't trust anyone but my family. And my Lord Luis.
Well, Batlin, looks like you'll have to repay the favor a bit earlier than expected. Go tell Neurus what's going on. To be honest, it's possible we won't make it back.
Getting a bit messy, this. Not that I mind. Consider the favor returned. The Gauntlet Runner's just further down, right?
Right. We'll carry this man back to the village. Give me a hand.
Where am I?
Chief!
I'm still alive.
You're in one of my spare rooms at the inn.
You see, these people brought you here.
Wonders never cease. It's you. But you were being hunted. How did you manage to return safely?
2 of my companions acted as decoys to draw the soldiers away. That was all it took for us to sneak in.
Chief, what happened? Where is your sister?
We made it to the temple, but the air was thick with Magla. Some of the island's beasts have turned feral.
You mean the Melancholia set in?
They made short work of our guards. Yufa and I were separated. I was the only one who fled to the sea.
My word. Then we need to gather more troops. If we don't act, the ritual...
No. Our soldiers cannot stand against those horrors. We'd only be sending more to their deaths.
But...
Then we can do the honors. We've our own reasons to see the lance. And such monsters do not frighten us. But there's something I need to ask you first. Assuming we find your sister, what would you have us do with her? Are we ensuring you complete the sacrificial ritual? Or are we bringing her back?
Please, bring her home. When we left for the Temple Island, I'd intended to let Yufa escape. But when I saw no fear or hesitation in her eyes, I faltered. That's when I realized. It's not just the fate of the island that we've placed on her shoulders. She's been trying to bear all our fears and anxieties. Her life is in your hands. Even if her sacrifice would save us, I don't care. Please, save her from the curse we've placed on her.
Well said. Spoken like a true leader. Leave it to us. I pledge we will see her safely returned. You've no objections, I trust, Captain?
No objections.
Yes. Let's get her back.
Right. We're not in the business of abandoning people.
Right. We'll save your sister. In return, though, would you be willing to lend us Dracodios?
So be it.
What? That is the very symbol of our faith.
If they've the strength to overcome the Temple's trials, then they could have already taken the lance for themselves. Yet still they seek permission. I trust them. It seems like they really do believe in what they say.
But they're not like us. They're outsiders.
It doesn't matter what tribe they are. They are people just like us. If the race on the mainland taught me anything, it's that.
Wait, it'll take more than a day to save her, right? Not to be morbid, but will your sister survive that long?
She knows those halls better than I do. If she's found a safe enough chamber, she can stay out of sight. And I made sure to bring food to the temple when we left. She could survive for even 4 weeks. Yufa is a priestess. She knows her life is too valuable to the ritual not to keep going. Your offenses will be pardoned. Anything you need, I'll try to provide. So please, save Yufa.
Well, glad we talked our way out of being thrown back in a cell. This place is rather cozy, especially compared to a prison.
To be free of the bugs is its own comfort.
Wait, weren't you staying in Brilhaven? What kind of rundown hovels do you board in?
Finally, we may come and go as we please. Even if we must bow to Luis's whim, we need not draw the same ire.
I know, right? But lifting the prince's curse will only be the beginning. The public has to recognize him as the rightful king too.
Considering the road ahead, it might do to help as many people as we can while we hunt the Lance. And ideally, keep the other candidates in check too.
All done with negotiations, are ya?
I don't know what we'd do without you. It's amazing how you can lead those guards on such a long chase and turn up none the worse for wear.
Ha! No one alive can catch a couple of platypus lads in the woods.
Our job's to get the lance. I assume that hasn't changed? Then nothing else matters.
Well then, let's lay out our situation. Our destination is the Dragon Temple, built on a nearby deserted island. Once there, we search the temple for the divine relic, Dracodios. And while we're in there, we'll also be looking for the village priestess, Yufa.
The hell we will. I thought we made it clear we were here for the lance.
According to Edeni, the lance's actual place in the temple is a close-guarded secret, known only to the priestess herself.
Never simple, is it?
We've got 2 problems to worry about. Firstly, by now, the temple's positively awash with melancholia. We should expect monsters, and lots of them. And secondly, there is a possibility that this dragon god of theirs is an actual living, and therefore angry, dragon.
Hope we
It
don't
wouldn't be
have
the first
to
time we
battle
beat the
that
shit out of
horse.
Dragon.
But we'd better make sure we don't lose if we do.
And be quick about it, yeah? If you miss your deadline, Lord Luis will assume you're all traitors.
That puts our deadline in 17 days. Beyond that, we can't say if the priestess would survive.
Your pardon? You all, you're going to save Priestess Yufa?
Wouldn't have to if you hadn't sent her to die.
Yes, I know. You're exactly right. But you have to understand, not everyone here wanted sacrifice. To see a girl her age going willingly to die. She's as young as my own child. It's not right. So please.
We will see the girl safely home. You have our word.
'Tis a strange irony. We came only for the lance, but even that pursuit has earned us a chance to save a life.
Hardly familiar. You sought me intent on capture, and instead convinced me to join you. You have a knack for opening doors others have closed.
Well, let's get some rest for tomorrow. Getting lost in the wild and captured by soldiers really takes it out of you.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We gotta prep.
Alright, first off, is there an actual fucking bounty center here? Well, first off, there's only the one area, really. There's also a stony. Is anything to say? Nope.
What's going on?
It pretty firmly is only fucking wilderness. Right, there we have the rock, which is being guarded by actual Mustari soldiers now, which oddly enough have very, very similar looking fucking armor and so on as the soldiers on the mainland.
Leave it out, mate. Leave it out, mate. Have faith in me.
There's more.
Huh?
There's a Denny. There's a Denny at Denny's.
Just can't stand it.
Just can't stand it. There's an armor shop. Fancy doors.
Hey!
A lot more complicated than they really need to be, though. Okay, okay, that is actually, they did decide to try to justify you being able to still get a discount on here as well. Gecko and Full Mine Rod. Escorte Igniter. Klewan. Kusanagi. I'll buy that. Hatchy. You occasionally switch over to Assiduous Katana. Is everything here
Understood.
just hate crimes against things? That sounds interesting. I'll buy it. I do sometimes switch over the night. I don't have the money for aromatic fan anymore. I can probably use make the money real quick. I'll just sell the Weep and Blood staff. Sell Dragon's Judgment.
Now then.
Sell the Gladius.
Now then.
Aromatic fan. There we go. Now I don't have the money for fucking armor, but who cares, quite frankly. Now all we'll do is check if there is a fucking bounty and then end the fucking stream, probably. That's a shop here again. Go down here.
All right then.
Let's go.
No, there's just no fucking bounty list. Let's just see if for some reason. Actually, you know what do I think about it?
Such a sky
guess I'll one
surely
fucking
shows
rhyme
us
between
the gods are wrathful.
wrathful. That's worrisome. There we go. That took an uncomfortable amount of time. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here.